What's up guys, this is Chronic Rush and welcome to a brand new episode of my FIFA 13 X-Players Squad Builder, and today we're going to be building a squad of the X-Players of Barcelona, the major slash one of the top clubs in the Liga BVA, who won the Liga BVA title last season. And I couldn't really find anyone who suggested this. If I did, I'm very sorry for not seeing the comments. But I was going to do this squad anyway because it is obviously one of the top squads and well-known squads, and it's a fairly popular squad as well. So I was going to do it. But guys, if any of you suggested it and I may have missed it, I'm very sorry about that. But get out of the way and let's get into the squad. So the manager we're going to start off with is a manager called Frank de Boer, I believe, a Netherlands manager, and he hasn't actually managed Barcelona, but he has actually played for them, so that's why I decided just to put him in the squad, because if I can't find anyone who managed the squad, I will go for one who has recently played for them. So that's why he's in the squad. And let's move on to the players and the formation. The formation we're playing is the 4-3-1-2 formation, and the first player we're going to have here in goal is going to be Pepe Reina, the Liverpool on loan to Napoli goalkeeper, and he had kind of started off his career at Barcelona and played for Barcelona for 30 appearances between the years 2000 to 2002, before playing after playing for their B and C squads, before moving to Villarreal and then moving to Liverpool, where he has been at currently until recently, going on loan following Rafael Benitez, I do believe. Moving on to the right back here, we're going to have this player here, Calacelas, the Juventus Uruguay right back, and he had 13 appearances for Barcelona between the years 2008 to 2011, also actually going on loan for two of those seasons as well, for going on loan to Juventus and Sevilla, and then finally moving to Sevilla in 2011, where he went on loan to Juventus again, and now he's currently playing for Juventus. Moving on to the first centre-back here, we're going to have this silver centre-back here. Let me quickly get him up. And this player here, Muniz, I believe, this player here now currently plays actually for Stoke. He recently transferred from Barcelona to Stoke. He made 2 appearances for Barcelona between the years 2009 to 2013, mainly playing in Barcelona's B team in the Liga Adelante, before finally moving to Stoke in this transfer window. Fairly young talent, age 21. He's still got loads of time to fully develop. Moving on to the next centre-back, we've got a gold one here, and he's called Botilla. Currently plays, I believe he currently plays for Seville, but is on loan to Elche, I believe. But he played for Barcelona for 1 appearance between the years 2008 between 2010. Also playing for Barcelona B squad there, before moving to Sporting Dijon and then finally to Seville. And now I believe he is on loan for this upcoming season. And moving on to the final defender, the left back, we're going to have this player here, Fernando Nevado, I believe it is. And this guy here currently plays for Sevilla, and he made 21 appearances for Barcelona between the years 2001 to 2006. Also playing for the Barcelona B squad for a bit, making 71 appearances for them. Was also on loan to 2 teams before fully making a move to Morocco in 2006, and now he's finally moved to Seville in 2008. Let's move on to the midfield. Obviously, we've got some fairly decent players in this ex-Barcelona squad, and being Barcelona, fantastic side. The first centre mid we're going to have here is Yaya Toure, the Manchester City Ivory Coast centre mid, who transferred to Manchester City in the year 2010. He made 74 appearances for Barcelona between the years 2007 to 2010, coming from Monaco before moving to Manchester City in 2010. A very good talent in the centre mid spot. Currently aged 30, so he's getting to the not the peak, but just past that, getting to the slowing down region, should I say, of his career. Also his brother, known as Cola Torre. Moving on to the next player here, and we're going to have another centre mid, and that is Mikel Arteta, who in theory hasn't really played for Barcelona. There's plenty of centre mids, but in these X squads, I go for chemistry, guys. So if you wanted to play with these squads, you can actually go and test yourself. But he came up through Barcelona's youth system, played in their Barcelona C team and their B team, and before actually making a move to, his major move to Everton in years 2005, before moving to Arsenal in 2011, where he still currently is at. And moving on to the final midfield midfielder, we're going to have that inform card you just saw, Thiago Alcantara, I think it is. Recently transferred to Bayern Munich following Pep Guardiola. He made between 2009 to 2013, he made 68 appearances for Barcelona before moving to Bayern Munich, like I said, in 2013, this transfer window. I'm not too sure on the sum. I'm not 100% sure, but let's move on to the centre forwards and the strikers. The first player we're going to have here in the centre forward region is going to be Ronaldinho, the legend here. You got to put him in this ex-Barcelona squad. He made 145 appearances for Barcelona, and basically he won every best player award between that time. He had a fantastic time at Barcelona. Between the years 2003 to 2008 before moving to Milan in 2008. Currently playing for Atletico Mineiro in the Liga do Brazil, age 33. So again, he's slowing down, still wants to play his football, but in a less competitive league, should I say. Moving on to the strikers here, the first player we're going to have here is Sami Eto'o, the Russian league player who currently plays for Anzi Makalakala. Age 32. Had 145 appearances for Barcelona between the years 2004 to 2009, scoring 108 goals. He was a deadly striker for Barcelona before moving to Inter, I believe with Jose Mourinho, and then moving to Anzi for the money. I think he's like the most paid footballer in the world at the moment. I believe he wants to actually come to Chelsea because Mourinho's there, but I'm not too sure on that one. And moving on to the final player of the squad, I've got some subs I'm going to talk about because obviously Barcelona being quite a big team, it's kind of hard to fit everyone in the squad. But the final player we're going to have here is the inform Thierry Henry. Currently plays in the MLS for New York Red Bulls. And he made 80 appearances for Barcelona in the years 2007 to 2010, moving from Arsenal, and then went to New York Red Bulls in 2010, where he still currently is playing his football. And again, that is mainly because age 36, he's dying down. Wants the money still, but still wants to play his football, and still is a fairly decent player in the MLS. Very good, skillful player, and still a good player to watch. But guys, that is the squad here. Let me quickly go through some of the substitute options because there is an absolute ton. The first one being David Villa, recently transferring to Atletico Madrid. The next one being Eric Abidal, recently transferring to AS Monaco. Then we got Deco, who currently plays for Fluminense in the Liga do Brazil. Rafael Marquez, who played as a defensive role mainly for Barcelona, currently plays for New York Red Bulls. Then we got the big old Ibrahimovic, guys. You may have surprised to see him. Do not put in the comments you've missed Ibra, because I know that I've missed him because he just goes for way too much. Next player we're going to have Thiago Motta, the Italian, plays for PSG. And the final player is going to be Maxwell. There's other players, but Maxwell, the PSG left back. But guys, that is the squad there. Obviously, if you had everyone in the right formation, I believe Thierry Henry, you could get around 98 chemistry with the manager. So it's still a playable team. You've got some fairly decent players. Got decent up front there. Eto'o with the pace. Henry with the skills. Good shot. Ronaldinho skills. Good midfield there. Fairly solid. And the defence isn't too bad, actually. You've got some slowish players, but they're fairly solid. Pepe Reina, decent in goal. So, guys, if you want to try this team out, I probably would if I was you. It looks like a fairly decent squad. You could always rotate it to the players you fancy. But, guys, this is the end of the episode. If I've missed any players that maybe made this squad a bit better, put that in the comments. Also, remember to click that like button. And thank you for anyone who may have suggested this squad. I'm sorry I did not find your comment. But, guys, this is the end of the episode. This has been Chronic Rush. Until next time, adios.